Okay, in the previous video, we went over the components needed to automate the whole sales process. And now in this lesson, we're going to see how to create a sales pipeline. And once that's done, then we'll move to the following lesson where we create all the automations that will essentially move a lead from one stage to the next without you having to do a heck of a lot. However, it all starts here. This is a form found on my landing page for WordPress maintenance plans. And this page essentially details the reasons why a small business might want to use a WordPress maintenance plan so they don't spend too much time updating plugins, themes, dealing with hack websites, etc. Just leave it in the hands of a professional and you can concentrate on your core business. So once they get down to this section where they see the pricing, they can decide what plan is better suited for their company. And then they click on Get Started, scroll down automatically to the form, and this form was created in ActiveCampaign. I'm going to explain how to create a form in ActiveCampaign. That would be essentially a topic for another video. But just know that this form was created in ActiveCampaign and also styled in ActiveCampaign because the form is actually embedded. It's not a connection to a contact form plugin, as an actual form, native form from ActiveCampaign embedded on the website, and it was styled to match my website as closely as possible. Now, um, this is step one. You have to have that form in place. Essentially, this is where all your leads are going to come from. Now, when we move to ActiveCampaign, we're going to create the sales pipeline. And a sales pipeline is essentially just different stages in that take place during a sales cycle. And they can be as elaborate as you want them to be, depending on the type of organization that you have, or quite simple if it's um, a company like mine, a creative, where I just sell WordPress maintenance plans or design a website for you, or an email marketing campaign or marketing automation. But bottom line is, a sales pipeline for my business is far less complex than that for a sales driven organization. So we're going to start here in ActiveCampaign in the deals tab, which has a dollar sign assigned to it. When you click on that dollar sign, it will take you to this screen that you see here for pipelines or deals. And you can create a new pipeline by clicking on this button here at the bottom. And it will just create an empty pipeline, and you need to give it a name. And the stages that go into that pipeline are added by clicking on this button, where you assign a name to that particular stage and a color. I already created a pipeline in advance for this particular lesson, and it's actually active on my website. So it's processing contacts coming through already. And that pipeline is called WordPress maintenance, where I have only 4 different stages: when the person submits the form, when the person schedules a Zoom phone call, which essentially is where you try to close the deal and explain why your company is the best fit for that small business. And then after that Zoom phone call, then it's the follow up of waiting for the person to sign off on your proposal or not. And from there, if the deal is won, they move to this stage, and if it's lost, this is where it dies. This is as far as it goes. But if, as I mentioned before, if you win, it moves into a stage, and it's labeled as won. Now, as it stands right now, nothing is going to happen here unless you create the automations for it. So that's what we're going to do in our next lesson, because automations are a little bit more elaborate in terms of explaining what needs to be done, and I don't want to overwhelm you with too much information. So we're going to stop here, and in the next lesson, we're going to go over all the different automations that I created in order to automate this whole sales process as much as possible. Thank you for watching.